Now that the competition has ended and students are getting settled into their old routines, the Guyana Learning Channel is sitting down with a few of the finalists in their first ever exclusive interview to find out what their journey has been like, from the anxiousness of auditions all the way to the exhilarating feelings of the nationals. Let's hear what they have to say. So we're sitting down with Najeeb Mohammed, one of our 12 finalists in his first ever exclusive interview with the Guyana Learning Channel. So Najeeb, congratulations on being one of our finalists. How do you feel about that?
I feel very good, actually.
You feel very good about it. So let's talk a little bit about your journey, your spell-it journey, if we can call it that. Why did you choose to be a part of this competition?
First, I never knew about a competition until a parent from the school and the head teacher decided to introduce us into the competition, right? And I didn't want to join at first, right? But as my friends began to join and the rest of them, I decided that I will join as well to get the experience. But I wasn't sure if I was going to be in the finals or anything much. Right?
So you just joined in for the experience.
I joined in for the experience. Yes.
Look at you now, one of the finalists.
Yeah.
You should be proud of that. So tell us, what are some of the things that you would have done to prepare yourself for this competition?
Well, when we first had that, you know the 10 words that we had to spell?
Auditions.
Yeah, the auditions.
Yeah.
I got some of the words and I was constantly spelling them, and then when the auditions were over, we were getting words rapidly, right? For a couple months, and I was spelling consistently, and then it kind of slowed down and stopped. So I decided to focus more on work, because it was about a year or so. So I was focusing on end of term and midterm tests and stuff. And then when they said the regionals were coming up, for 2 weeks, we decided, we as the five of us, right? We decided to start spelling rapidly, right? And then after the regionals, I took a 3-week break. And for the last week I decided, okay, I'll get back into this. I'll start spelling again. I spelled for that week 10, 20 minutes every day for each week, for each day of the week. Yeah.
So we spoke with one of our other finalists, and he told us that you guys would have little competitions.
Yes.
A little competition amongst yourself. Is this something that you guys did every day, or?
No, not really. We would do it on Fridays when we have spelling tests. After the spelling tests, Miss would help have that competition with us. Those were in the spelling bee.
So tell me, the spelling tests that you guys have in school, was that something that was newly introduced to help you guys that were a part of the competition, or is that something that has always been around?
It's always been around.
It's always been around.
Yeah, but it's not something that will help us, because other students who were not in the competition also had to get a spelling test.
So do you feel that those spelling tests that you guys would have on Fridays, do you feel that contributed to your spelling abilities?
Yeah, it helped a lot actually, because remember I took 3 weeks break, right? And then I came back for the week. I decided to spell consistently. So those days, some of the words inside the test actually did came for the spelling bee competition.
So at any point throughout this competition, did you feel, or did the thought of, I can't really make this, or I don't know if I could do this, did that thought ever cross your mind at any point in the competition?
After the regionals, I was feeling really motivated, so it didn't cross my mind. But during the competition, right, I lost a lifeline. At that point when I mixed up, I spelled it correct, and then I went to mix it up. Then I was concerned, because I wanted to get into the spell off, and it was one more round, the 5th round. So I was kind of scared there.
You were scared.
Yes.
That you missed your word, or you didn't have your lifeline to fall back on.
Yeah, I didn't have my lifeline to fall back on.
So that kind of discouraged you.
It didn't really discourage me. It kind of motivated me to spell that word correctly, just to get into the spell off. Yeah.
Oh, I could see. So I know that we gave you guys 900 words. Out of the 900 words, how many words do you know, like off the top of your head?
About I would say most
Most
of them. There probably like one or two that I may like. There was a word that before we came, Daniel was testing me on it, and I keep getting it wrong. Egomaniacal. And I'm accustomed to say maniacal. So M-A-N-A, but it's actually M-A-N-I-A-C-A-L. Yeah.
So is that the word that you were anticipating for, or is that one of the words you were looking forward to the most?
That's the word I got wrong.
That's the word. Oh, so that's the word that you'll never ever forget to spell.
No, I won't forget that.
So tell me, was there any word in particular that you were looking forward to, or you were just whatever comes?
I was looking forward to onomatopoeia because I can spell that one really fast.
Yeah?
I didn't get it.
But you didn't get it.
Yeah.
All right. So, what were some of your thoughts running through your mind during the spell off?
When the spell off first began, right, and Idris went up, right, I was scared because all of them were spelling fast, very quickly. So I went up and I did my best, and I think I got what I. Why work for? Because I didn't really work for first because I took 3 weeks off and some of them were spelling consistently. So I work when I got.
So you're satisfied
I'm satisfied with my results.
Satisfied with
yes.
what you got.
Yes.
So Najeeb, you mentioned that you'd want to be an author one day. Tell me, what is the motivation behind that, or why is that?
Because I used to read a lot. I still read a lot, but not as the amount I used to. Like after I learned to read, I used to pick up small books. I would constantly be in a corner, just reading. Sometimes they won't be able to find me for hours, right? And I have my own library at home, and I like fiction books, right? But reading has really helped me a lot because NGSA wasn't a problem because I used to read science books, I used to read social studies books, not like the textbook, but fun books about stuff from the textbook, right? Reading really helps, right? And with reading, you get to understand questions better. Mathematics becomes easy because you understand what they're asking you to do in the multiplication, division, finding the percentage. Reading really helps, and I suggest that everyone should read. Not that they should read all the time, but consistently, like every night before they go to bed or something.
This brings me to my final question. What bit of advice do you have for persons that are going to see not just you on TV, but your peers and everybody that are going to take a look at this competition, and they're going to want to be a part of it? What bit of advice would you give to those students?
I would say stay consistent on your spelling. Don't do what I did. Stay consistent on your spelling. Don't be nervous. Really, it's not nothing to be nervous. It's not anything to be nervous about. You should be brave. You should stay consistent on your spelling, and you should put hard work, put emphasis into those words that are really like those French words. Yeah, the French words. Put emphasis into those words that aren't like from the English, origin.
All right. So thank you, Najeeb, for that.
Thank you.
Was it difficult?
No, it wasn't.
It was not difficult.